is a Toastmaster since 2022, and he's currently serving as a director 127B QD Engagement and Learning Chair. He's an Area 18 director. He's an Area 8 director and immediate past president of the World Craft Toastmaster. He is a seasoned charter accountant with a NOC transition advisory, equity, and business planning. With this, now it's the time to the main segment of our evening for this training session. Please join me in welcoming our distinguished partner, presenter, Toastmaster Omar Nawaz, who will walk us through the Enhanced Pathway program, what is new and what is improved, and how it's empower us to take our Toastmaster experience to the next level. Please welcome me. Will join me to welcome Toastmaster Omar. The stage is yours.
Thank you very much, MC Toastmaster Nima. Good evening, everyone. Today, we are standing at an important moment in the evolution of Toastmasters learning. For years, members around the world have asked for one thing, a pathway program that is clearer, more practical, and more connected to the real club experience. In 2025, the request has finally been answered. Toastmaster International has introduced a redesigned pathway structure that strengthens your communication, mindset, and sharpens your leadership foundation, and improves overall club quality. The new enhancement require real meeting roles at every level and include a powerful presentation from the successful club series, better speaker series, and the leadership excellence series. These updates were created in response to the feedback of members and the club officers like you. This is not a small update. This is the biggest shift in Toastmasters pathways since its launch. It brings structure, it brings clarity, and it brings more engaging experience for new and existing members. So my role today is to walk you through what has changed and how it will impact your members and how your club can take full advantage of these enhancements to create high quality meetings and stronger Toastmasters. This session will help you understand what has changed, why it matters, and how clubs can use these enhancements effectively. So let's begin. Let me share my screen. I believe it is visible to everyone.
Toastmaster Omar, if you don't mind, it seems that there is an echo, another mic open. Just if you can, one of the systems, you can just disable the mic.
Okay. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir. It is fine.
Okay. So let's dive into the Pathway Enhancement Program. These are the 6 existing pathways. I believe everybody is aware of this: dynamic leadership, engaging humor, motivational strategies, persuasive influence, presentation mastery, and visionary communication. So the existing pathways will remain, all the projects will remain as it is at the moment, but there are going to be some enhancements, some additions on each level. As we know, there are total 5 levels. So if I give you a glimpse of it, in the level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and level 5, all the 5 levels, they have added some meeting roles which are required to be completed before completing the pathways. And in level 3, 4, and 5, we have to give 2 trainings, 10 to 15 minutes on Club Success Series, Better Speaker Series, and the Leadership Excellence Series. How this enhancement has been designed, let's dive into that level by level. In level 1, which is Mastering Fundamentals, currently you're aware that there are 4 projects to be done: Icebreaker, Writing a Speech with Purpose, Introduction to Vocal Variety and Body Language, and evaluation and feedback. So these projects will remain the same, only there is an enhancement in the last evaluation and feedback that I will come in a minute. On top of it, each member who has to complete level 1, they have to complete a table topic speech, and they have to basically complete one role, either timer or a counter, to complete this level. Now, one thing we need to understand is that whenever you start a new pathway, whether you're a new member or you're an existing member, in that case, it has been advised by Toastmaster International in the guidelines that any speaker first they need to attempt a table topic speech. Only after attempting a table topic speech, they will deliver their icebreaker speech. Then, on top of it, as I just mentioned, timer and R counter roles, one of the role you have to do to complete the level. And as I said, that there is another enhancement in evaluation and feedback, that is the evaluator's role. Now, what is the current evaluation and feedback projects structure? That you have to deliver a speech, you have to take the feedback, and then you have to redeliver by applying the feedback. Then third element that has been added, that you will have to evaluate a speech as well. Only then you will be able to complete your level 1. Coming to level 2, learning your style. Mostly the projects in this pathway are understanding your leadership style or your communication style. Then there's going to be a pathway specific project and introduction to Toastmasters mentoring. On top of this, to complete the level, you will have to become either a table topic master or deliver a table topic speech. You have to, again, perform a role of timer or a counter. You have to become an evaluator, and you have to complete a Toastmaster of the Day role, complete the level. Level 3, increasing your knowledge. In this level, you have to attempt a pathway specific project, one project, and then you have to select 2 electives from the list of electives in that specific pathway. On top of it, you have to perform Toastmaster of the Day, evaluator, table topic master or a speaker, or you can act as an introductory mentor as well. What is an introductory mentor? An introductory mentor is someone who provides informal guidance to new members by answering questions and sharing their personal experience. The members who have not yet started the Pathways Mentor program, they can access it by under the base camp, under the suggested learning section after completing their level 2. But level 3 does not stop here. In level 3, you will also have to deliver one education session from the Club Success series. Now, Club Success series has total 11 projects, 11 presentations, and they have been divided in all 3 levels, level 3, 4, and 5. So in level 3, you have to choose any one of the presentation, and then you'll have to deliver that in your regular meeting, club meeting. So be mindful of one thing, that it's not a regular speech. A regular speech time is 5 to 7 minutes. You'll always have to plan it ahead with your VP education so that they can allot you a minimum of 10 to 15 minutes slot to deliver this speech, to deliver this project. And these roles have become mandatory only once you are going to complete these roles, then you can complete the level. I'll give you a glimpse of the base camp as well later after explaining all the 5 changes in the all 5 levels. Level 4 is about building skills. Toastmaster Akmal, I can see your hand. Please keep your questions. We will respond to the question after the presentation. Level 4, building skills. Again, you have to deliver pathway-specific project and elective projects available in the pathway. Along with this, the additional meeting roles that you have to complete will be Toastmaster of the Day, Journal Evaluator, and Table Topic Master or Speaker, R Counter, Timer, Grammarian, or a Club Mentor, or maybe a specialized role. Or you can repeat any one of the three roles which have been mentioned above. What are specialized roles? Specialized roles means that which refers to a unique or a club-specific responsibility, such as you're serving as an online moderator for an online meeting, or you are managing visual aids during another member's presentation, you're helping other members. Then in level 4, you will have to deliver not one, but 2 presentations from education series. One from the club success series, from these 4 presentations, finding new members, closing the sale, how to become a distinguished club, or Toastmaster education program. And on top of it, you will have to deliver one presentation from the Better Speaker series, which has 10 different presentations. You can choose anyone, beginning your speech, concluding your speech, impromptu speaking. So one of the projects you have to deliver from here as well. Just one point before moving forward, I want to mention that in the meeting rules, when I am highlighting the meeting rules point by point, it does not mean you have to do any one role. You have to do all these roles. You have to become a Toastmaster of the Day during the project. You have to become journal evaluator. You have to become evaluator, and you have to become a table topic master or deliver a table topic speech, R counter, timer, grammarian. All 4 you have to do to complete the path. Moving to the last level, which is our level 5, demonstrating expertise. In this, you will have to your pathway specific project, your elective projects, and after this, definitely your reflect on your path project. Along with this, you have to do a journal evaluator role twice, Toastmaster of the Day twice, evaluator twice, and a table topic master or a speaker, a counter, timer, grammarian, club mentor, or a specialized role. Or maybe you can repeat any one of the role above. As I just mentioned before, the specialized roles means that if you're serving as an online moderator or managing visual aids during another member's presentation. Again, in this project also, you have to deliver 2 presentations from the education series, one from the successful club series, from any 3 of these presentations, moment of truth, evaluate to motivate, and mentoring. And you have to deliver one of the presentation from leadership excellence series. So we have around 11 presentations here. Out of these 11 presentations, you will have to deliver one presentation. Now, here multiple questions might be popping in all of your minds. I'll try to answer few now and remaining in the Q&A session. Number 1, how you will get access to these projects. So definitely for this, all the projects, all the presentations are already available on the Toastmaster International website. And we will issue a flyer after this meeting as well with the QR codes where you can find individually all the projects in the folder as well. This will be shared, so you don't need to take a screenshot at the moment. Okay. Second thing is that sometimes it happens, like maybe while doing level 1 itself, I, being a Toastmaster, did a Toastmaster of the Day role. But one thing we need to understand, unless our level 1 is not complete, we cannot count this role for our next project, next level. Only when we are going to start level 2, then again we will have to do the same role to get it counted. We cannot count it, do the role first, keep it in our records, and then I start the next level, I can use the same credit. The credit will only be given to you if you will be performing that role while doing that level, while completing that level. And how we have to update, how we are going to do it, definitely that we're going to talk about by having a walkthrough of the Basecamp. If anyone have any questions, just please keep note of these questions. We are going to answer all the questions in the Q&A session. For now, let me move to the Toastmasters website, Toastmasters International's website. Let me reshare the screen. I believe everyone can see the screen, right? And I believe everyone is aware of this page as well. As soon as you log into toastmastersinternational.org, you will land to this page. So you'll have to go to your Basecamp. In Basecamp, these enhancements are already being reflected. They've been added in your pathways. So currently, I'm starting my motivational strategies pathway. So let me open this pathway. As soon as you're going to open, the screen will take you to the overview screen. And in overview screen, you can see here that this line, level 1 mastering fundamentals, have been added. Previously, it was not there. Previously, you could only see icebreaker, writing a speech with purpose, introduction to vocal variety, and evaluation feedback. So on top of every level, they have added one more layer in which you can find all these informations. So I'll just walk you through quickly through two of the levels. First, if I go through level 1 only, as soon as you open it, it will land you to this page. And over here, you can find resources like Toastmasters Club meeting rules, information, timer, script, how to evaluate, and our counter script as well. So it's clearly mentioned over here that there are going to be 4 projects required. Then you have to do these rules, table topic speaker, before delivering icebreaker speech. Then deliver your speech, and you have to become an evaluator as part of evaluation feedback project. And you have to do any one of the rules. Then there's a checklist over here. You have to see the checklist. With whatever you're completing, you have to tick mark it. You have to see what project you have done. If you're participating in icebreaker, just check. Completing your icebreakers project, just check. You have to tick like this. And then you have to respond to the questions, what you have learned. And after that, you're going to click on complete my requirements. As I have not done it, I will not do it. But one more thing I wanted to show you in this project itself is the evaluation and feedback project. So in evaluation and feedback project now, they have made it in 3 parts. Part 1 is getting started, in which introduction of the assignment, learning the evaluation feedback. In this part, you're going to deliver a speech, you're going to take feedback and apply. And then you have to re-deliver in the part 2, the same speech by applying the feedback. And they have introduced the third part, that how to become an effective evaluator, which was not there before. So once you complete all 3 parts, you have to plan your assignments and reflect on your learnings. Only then you can complete the project. And once this is complete, then you're going to complete your level 1. Likewise, if I go in level 3, because level 3 has both roles, or maybe level 4, it has both roles and it has 2 presentations in it. So you have to, one required project, elective projects are there. You have to deliver a speech from Club Success Series and Better Speaker Series. In Club Success Series, there are 4 projects given over here. You can select any one of them. And in the Better Speaker Series, the complete series, 10 projects are there. Any one you have to deliver in your club. You can choose any one and you can accordingly deliver it. Okay, so your progress will be saved here. Now coming back to the main base camp, question is how we are going to record the roles we have done. To record the roles that we have done, we cannot do it. We can only check mark in these projects, but we have to record the date on which we have performed the role. To do that, on this corner where you can see your name, you click here, go to the dashboard. In the main dashboard, again, when you're going to click here, you will find multiple options in which you will go to the profile. The profile is about you. And in this profile, here is a segment where you're going to self-log all the meeting roles served and add in the pencil icon. Maybe if I have done the role of a counter, say I have done it today, I have to save, the date will come over here. So that's how you're going to log on which date you have done that particular role. Okay. So this is the whole glimpse of the changes that the enhancements that Toastmasters have introduced in all the 6 pathways. Be mindful that if you are already doing a pathway and maybe you have completed level 2 and then you have to deliver level 3. So this enhancement will start from level 3 onwards. Level 1 and level 2, as they're already complete, you don't have to go back and perform these roles. You will only have to do this in level 2 and level 3. Just few things I want to mention before I close my presentation is that why the system works better. In my opinion, pathway enhancement will improve meeting role participations. A lot of clubs are struggling with meeting roles. Mostly people just want to take the speaker role. Now it's mandatory, they have to take other roles as well. It's going to build stronger speakers. It's going to help strengthen the leadership on every level and make club meetings easier to fill and manage. Give members real practical experience and create better evaluators, better mentors, and better Toastmasters. What clubs should do starting now? Share these enhancements with all your members. Encourage role participation at every meeting. Introduce education series presentations in the agenda. Track roles using meeting roles section in the Basecamp and guide members in choosing their presentations. Ensure VP educations and mentors understand their levels. These simple steps will prepare your club for a smooth transition. And most of the clubs are always looking for trainers for certain better speaker series or other education series. You will be creating trainers within your club as well. So, in my opinion, this is more than an update. It's a commitment to build confident speakers, engage members stronger, and become a stronger club. Every meeting role strengthens a skill. Every education series presentation spreads the knowledge, and every level brings a member one step closer to becoming a speaker and a leader who inspires. With this, thank you for your time and commitment. Let us continue to learn by doing and helping every member grow with confidence, purpose, and excellence. Thank you very much. Over to you, MC.
Thank you, Toastmaster Omar, for the enlightening and practical session. You have truly helped us to see how these changes will enhance our learning journey. And now we will open the floor for short question and answer session. If you have any questions, please type them in the chat or raise your virtual hand. Let's make this session very interactive and clarify any points you have doubt on it and explore further. So now we'll look, anybody would like to go first? Maybe Toastmaster Akalm?
Before giving answer to Toastmaster Akmal's question, there is one question, one statement mentioned by Toastmaster Pratisha. I'll just mention that she has an old pathway, and yes, in the legacy pathways, currently the features are not available. These features are only available in the 6 pathways, which I presented in the presentation. So now, Toastmaster Akmal, I can have your question as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically, uh, first of all, many congratulations to PQ team. It's very nice to have such a greater quality pathways. But I have some questions. First, my question is did previous pathways, I know they had some required some improvements, but they were for the shorter period. But if we add these pathways, I'm sure the PQD has did some optimistic timeline for the completion of this. Doesn't it will not prolong every pathway requires twice a role, and if you if you go by flow, and it will increase the 1 year or 6 month or more period to complete the pathways. So how much is the optimistic timeline to ideally we can cover these all this one pathway? This is my first question, considering the new changes. And the second is for the meeting rules you mentioned, the meeting rules, we every member have to add by himself the dates. So I just want to clarify if there is any multiple dates we have to mention. If he is doing the table topic master one time, then does he have the option to mark this twice the same role? Because I just noted one time date in your explanation. And the third, if someone crossed the passes the level, and I'm sure it goes to the VPE. In my understanding, maybe I'm correct me if I'm wrong. That if the levels are approved by VPE, and how he will know that the prerequisites are done by the members? Will he be able to know these prerequisites of the members? Did they complete it, or now how we will ensure the transparency? So thank you. Over to you, Umar.
Thank you, Toastmaster Akmal. I believe you have asked questions on behalf of everybody. There are 3 very great questions, and to be honest, each and every question matters over here. Your first question regarding the timeline, yes, it is going to increase the timeline, but I believe that when you're starting a pathway, most of the members, they just focus on the speeches. They don't focus on other rules. Why this was necessary? Because the overall Toastmasters learning experience, it includes each and every role. A lot of people, including myself, there was a time I used to avoid doing a grammarian role or a counter role because I believed that maybe this role is not as important as the speaking role. But believe me, when I started doing that role, in my experience, it helped me improve my grammar. It helped me improve my terminology. So it helps you in each and every role. It helps you identify your own gaps, your own self-evaluation you can do, which is one of the best things because when you're speaking outside the Toastmasters environment, it's going to support you over there. But yes, definitely it is going to increase the timeline. In Toastmasters, we are here to learn. So we should be more committed and focused towards learning rather increasing the timeline in the pathways because we have to get the whole learning experience itself. Okay. Now, coming to your second question, okay. As you can see in only level 5, there are certain roles which you have to do twice, which is the journal evaluator and evaluation and Toastmaster day rules. These are the only rules you have to do twice. But rest of the rules you will have to do only once in all the levels. So once you're going to mark a date, you will know that, okay, for this project, my date is complete. And definitely in the next project, next level, when I'm going to go, in the next level, we will have to again select a date and again update our profile. But it's going to create a log over there. It will keep creating a log. You will have the dates, you will know. Pardon me, what was your third question regarding how VP
Regarding the
education is going to
VP
track
role, yeah,
VP
how we,
education?
yeah.
So see, VP education, they'll have to maintain their own tracker as well because VP is the one who's handling the agenda. So they will have to maintain a tracker as well in the agendas from where they can track, and while approving a project, they will have to check in the tracker and they can view in the member's profile as well if the tracker is not there. Because I took you directly to the profile. That profile can be viewed by your club members. That can be viewed by your club XCOM as well. So from there they can see, but the best approach would be they have to maintain a tracker, in-house tracker, in which they can keep track of all these uh, roles that member is performing. Okay. Now, next question. I can see Easy Life Healthcare.
Yeah. Um, Good evening. This is Dr. Alia. So thank you, TM Omar Nawaz, for the wonderful session. It was quite knowledgeable. I have a couple of questions. One is that you have given an example for the fundamental mastery, right? So, but my pathway is something different. Um, do I have to go through the same similar things like updated ones with my pathway, or will you take another session on that?
Okay. So in this regard, I will just tell you one thing.
Mhm.
All the pathways have a same structure,
Okay.
whether it's level 1, level 2, level 3, level. So it's named as fundamental mastery as well. Same
Okay.
names, everything is the same. And same roles are available in all the 6 pathways, current pathways. In the legacy pathways, there were previously 11 pathways. Now, currently, 6 pathways are encouraged by Toastmasters, and the remaining pathways are in the legacy. Still, members want to do, they can do it. But in those pathways, the legacy pathways, these features, these upgrades are not available. Being
Okay.
said that, also, if you have pathway in different languages like Arabic, Hindi, Tamil, in that also these features are not available at the moment. These features will be currently available in English and in the uh, 6 pathways, which Toastmaster International encourages currently.
Sorry, with the last point, I did not understand. What is the sixth pathway?
The 6th pathway, let me reshare my screen.
Okay.
You will see that which 6 pathways I'm talking about. These are the 6 pathways which you can select, and you can have your projects under these pathways: dynamic leadership, engaging humor, motivation
Yeah.
strategies, persuasive
Okay.
influence, presentation mastery. And all these 6 pathways have a same structure, which
Mm-hmm.
includes level 1 will be called as mastering fundamentals, level 2 will be called as learning your style, level 3 increasing knowledge, level
Right.
4 building skills, and level 5 will be demonstrating expertise. So
Okay.
this is the same structure will be there for all the same 6 pathways.
Okay. So this is a structure for all the pathways.
Yes, this
Understood.
is structure. This is not
Perfect.
for pathway. This is structure for all the pathways.
Right, understood now. My second question is that even before I've completed, I'm pretty new to this Toastmasters platform, and I've given my icebreaker. And even before I gave my second speech, I have become an evaluator. But does it mean that? But this actually comes on a numerical number. It is on the fifth level, right? But because I have become an evaluator, does it mean that I've already completed that role or
No,
that thing? Yeah.
no. You have to perform that role while doing that level. If you have done this evaluator role in level 1, okay, you cannot get this counted as a role in level 5. Level 5.
Sorry, no, this one I got it. But I am doing my level 1. I have given my icebreaker. But when I even before I gave my second speech second time I became an evaluator. But actually, as per your structure, it is on the fifth. It is a
Yeah,
fourth.
project.
Yeah, fourth project. Yes. So does it mean that I've already completed my fourth project, or should I have to
See,
go by number only?
Now, in
Step
this
by
case,
step.
I would advise that you should go by the step as well. Why? Because when you became an evaluator, at that time you had an experience by just looking at other evaluators, how they evaluate, and you use the same. But you have not gone through the pathway itself, the guidelines that have been provided over there. So I would advise you to do an evaluator role one more time after completing the project itself. Go through the content. It's going to help you give a better and more constructive evaluation.
Right. Okay. Understood. Thank you so much.
Yes,
Thank you
Toastmaster
so
Nuruddin,
much,
you have a
Nuruddin.
question.
Just before
Yes.
Nuruddin starts his question, sorry, allow me just to, because of the time, we do have two more questions after Nuruddin. We do have a question in the chat where we gonna allow the Mr. Amar to come forward for it, and the rest of the team or the rest of the Toastmasters, if they would like to ask any question, they can just reach us out as an offline, and we will definitely get back with the answer from Mr. Toastmaster Amar Nawaz. Go ahead, Toastmaster Nuruddin, please.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Nama. Toastmaster Omar, thank you so much for this fruitful education session for all of us, what we needed. As a VPE, yes, I keep the agendas, records for all members. However, I have two questions here. What about if a member claim or put that he play a role and I didn't check that or by mistake or something? One. The second question, what about if the member already play a role as a volunteer in other club, let us say it was Master of the Day, maybe a counter in other club, and he wanted to record that as well?
So it's a two-part question, and the response for both the parts would be the same. See, first of all, you have a tracker definitely. If you have missed something, so that you can go back and you can see you will have the information from the meeting whether in that particular meeting that person has performed the role or not. Because at times it happens that when you reach at the venue, but some of the members, due to some urgency, they're not able to come, and immediately we allocate the role to someone else to perform. So it happens, but that does not show in our tracker. But definitely in the meeting minutes, it will show. So from there, you can update. But the second question that you have asked Toastmaster Noor, this is a challenge because this challenge is being, even before this pathway enhancement, this challenge is still there. Because if one of the members is delivering a speech in another club, you cannot verify this. You can only verify by the words of that member itself, or if you go another step ahead, you can reach out to the VP education of that club to ask. But usually, most of the members, most of the VP educations, they go by the word of that member. So this is an ongoing challenge, and for this challenge, definitely as this pathway, this enhancements are new, there are going to be a lot of feedback given to Toastmaster International. As in one of the previous trainings, DTM Sujil mentioned that regarding this issue, that if the member has given a speech in another club, we cannot see that in our base camp. So they've already written to Toastmaster International. This is also a feedback which will be given to Toastmaster International.
Yeah, and I have suggestion here, if you don't mind.
Yes, please.
Maybe the member can obtain VPE approval, and he can join with him if it's online or face to face. Depends. Other suggestion for the delivering a speech also the same, but he should call someone from as a witness or evaluator from his club to join that meeting.
Wonderful suggestions, Toastmaster Nuruddin. Wonderful suggestions, but then again, it's upon the practice of the members and the club. So we definitely have to have something in the pathway itself, which we will be sending a feedback to Toastmaster International.
Thank you
Before
so much, dear.
Toastmaster Smriti, I would like to take one question in the chat. I can see Toastmaster Suzanne have asked a question.
If you don't mind, Toastmaster Omar, we do have Omar Sagar. He wrote a question and he wanted, because he was not able to raise his hand what do you call, in Zoom, and he wanted us to shout out his name so he can unmute himself. He was one of the very first people who wrote his question. So if you don't mind, we can maybe address
Please,
his
please.
question as well.
Yes,
Thank you.
please.
Thank you so much. Am I audible, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
you're audible.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is from Umar to Umar, actually. I just wanted to ask you this actually, that first of all, this is a great initiative and this is basically logical. I believe this was coming a long time back because people were blazing through the pathways without going through much of the roles. Even myself, I'm shy to basically go for like counter or grammarian roles, which I have to take now. So I think this will improve or groom our personality in a 360 way, and we will be able to take roles, plus it will create more engagement in the club. My only concern is that I don't see any logic or reason or the benefit of basically going for that particular additional role only during that particular project. The reason being, I will tell you, let's suppose when we are evaluating a project, we cannot evaluate a project above our level. So for example, if I am at current L2P2, and I'm going to perform L2P2 in future, I cannot take a project evaluation more than L2P2 or up to L2P2. I have to take an evaluation for somebody who's going to do the speech for like L2P1 or maybe entire level 1. So it doesn't make any sense to me that people will say that I'm not verse or converse with what are basically the rules or guidelines given in the Toastmaster website for that particular level. What I want to tell or emphasize is that if we can just make a suggestion to the Toastmaster website that, okay, there is one part where people are blazing through the pathways, but there is another part where people do want to basically set a timeline in which they want to finish a particular level or a pathway. Now, by including these enhancements at one side, we are going to basically giving them an opportunity to get a better grooming, but at the same time, by forcing them to go for that particular additional role during that particular level is going to make delay, because I cannot be a speaker and I'm going to perform maybe a table topic master role, or I'm going to perform another role within the same speech or same meeting, for example. So it means to perform that role, I have to basically wait for another meeting and then I have to do that. So I don't actually see any benefit. Either I'm going to do it even before that level within that particular pathway, for example, or I'm going to do it at as the prescribed time which they have mentioned. It's going to add the same value for me, and I don't see any value getting reduced by doing it early. So this is something which is logical, and if there is, you have any counter to that, please let me know. Otherwise, that is my concern, the main concern about all this enhancement. Thank you so much. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Umar. I understood your point. Okay. As you said, even Toastmaster Akmal raised this question that how it's going to increase the timeline and we have to wait for another meeting. I agree with that. Okay. But at the same time, we need to see this enhancement has just come in. Unless we don't experience this, we cannot have a proper overall feedback which can be given to the Toastmaster International. We have to experience this. We have to see
Your mic
what are
is
the...
muted, Toastmaster Omar.
No. My mic is not muted. Everybody can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. So we have to first experience these enhancements, these changes that have come in, because these enhancements have been included based on the feedback of Toastmasters, which has been given for many years. And a lot of members were looking forward to this, because most of the clubs, they're struggling with the roles like evaluator, timer, arc counter. These roles, they're struggling. And most of the members, they skip. So definitely it also lies on the member itself, their own ethics, their own integrity as well, that how they want to effectively complete a level and enjoy this learning journey. But definitely the point has been taken, and immediately, definitely this feedback will not go to Toastmaster International, but after a couple of months, there are going to be a lot of people who will give their feedbacks, their reservations and everything. This will be given to Toastmaster International.
Right. Thank
Toastmaster
you.
Naima, do we have any further
No,
time?
we don't. No, thank you, Toastmaster Nawaz. We don't have time. We're running
Thank you
out
so
of
much.
time. So, as I said earlier, please, anybody who has a question, please reach us out offline. We will be able to answer all your questions. And I would like to thank Toastmaster Nawaz and thank you all for the questions and the engagement. It has been a great